Yo, everybody is freaking out right now and discussing whether we are in a bear market or whether we are still in a bull run. And the answer to this is that nobody knows. Crypto usually does what it does, and it usually does the opposite of what the mainstream does, right? So I have the feeling right now that everybody is extremely bearish, and a lot of people have already capitulated, right? You can see that on Twitter. People are saying, hey man, leave it, stop buying the dips, right? We're in a bear market. It's clear right now. We've been going down for so long, and people are kind of like getting impatient, and they want to make others admit that we're in a bear market, right? And I think that's actually a very bullish sign, because when you have everybody bearish, that's when the market is doing the exact opposite, right? So in today's video, I thought I'd share some of the lessons I've learned over the past 5 years in my crypto journey. I've been in a real bear market. Maybe I can give some comparisons on how it was back then and how I feel it is right now. And if you think that's interesting, then subscribe to this YouTube channel, number one. Number two, like this video, share it with 1 or 2 friends. On your Twitter, tag me there also at Cryptocito. Number three, also make sure to watch the entire thing. So back in 2017, the only time that you had to be around in crypto in order to make crazy amounts of money was literally 6 to 8 weeks towards the end of the year, right? Throughout the entire year, sure, we had a little pumps here and there. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies went up. We had a little alt season, but we never had this continuous run up where things went crazy, right? We only had that for 6 to 8 weeks in the end of the year. But throughout the year, we had bullish sentiment with a lot of corrections, with a lot of dips, right? And with every dip, people said, man, this is over now. This can't be true, right? Even myself, I remember when Bitcoin hit $1,000 for the first time after a couple of years in January of 2017, I was like, man, how can people pay $1,000 for something like that? And it went to 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, right? And at 10,000, I was already like, this is crazy. But then I was at a point where I said, we're in a bull run now. This is going up forever. We will never go down again, right? And that's the wrong thinking. That's exactly the moment where the opposite happened, right? At this moment where everybody said, okay, from here on, we will only go up. There's no way down anymore. And the same happened in 2018, 2019, to be more precise, late 2019, when we were in a continuous bear market. We had this little pump in June when Bitcoin went to 12, 13K. Then we had a Xi Jinping pump in October. So those were like bullish events, but then still crypto went down. And at some point, I saw people left and right capitulating. I saw people leaving the industry, literally. They said, this thing is dead. Crypto is dead. Nobody is buying it. Nobody cares about it. You have always these exit liquidity pumps and people are leaving the industry, right? And that was prior to, Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, PayPal, El Salvador, right? That was before all that. That was like literally the most exciting partnership we had with famous companies or people was when Ripple announced that they're going to collaborate with American Express, right? I remember those days. So that's a very different seminar. But anyways, the point is, when everybody is convinced that we are in a certain market situation, it's already kind of like the signal, top or bottom, that we will see a reversal in the market, right? And right now, what I see in crypto throughout the year 2021 is that we had this bullish sentiment, but we had a lot of corrections. We had a lot of like setbacks, and everybody was waiting for Bitcoin to 100K. We had laser eyes on Twitter. We have everybody saying 6 figures. We had the Plan B stock to flow model, all these things. And still, Bitcoin or other cryptos didn't do crazy things, right? We had some coins like Solana, like Avalanche, like Terra. They did crazy things, but not the whole market, right? And that's what we've seen in 2017. The entire market went nuts, right? We had coins like Einsteinium suddenly show up in the top 50, right? We haven't seen that in crypto yet. Even though you have some meme coins here and there, but that's still not the whole market, right? And personally, I believe if history repeats itself, that we will see a market phase, a market time when everything is going nuts for 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, right? It's going to be a very short time window, but I think Bitcoin crossing 100K, for example, could ignite that incredible FOMO phase where people just buy everything, right? And then we have the white paper mania 2.0 on steroids, right? So I think this is still ahead of us. I don't know if it's still going to happen this year. It's already mid-December, so we only have 2 weeks left. I don't know if it's happened early next year, but maybe it will come when people least expect it, right? And that's usually what's happening in crypto. Things happen when you least expect it. So keep that in mind. Now, with that said, what is the game plan now, right? I think the game plan number one is to actually have a game plan, right? Is to actually have a portfolio plan, to have an exit plan, to have price targets, to have portfolio percentage points, right? Like how much of, for example, layer ones do you want to have in your portfolio? How much of dApps do you want to have in your portfolio? How much DeFi you want to have, right? Maybe NFT projects. And also geographically, do you want to have projects from Asia, right? Korean market is super big in crypto. The US, right? Like different strategies, whatever you think makes most sense for you, whatever you believe in also, right? And then if you have that, then you can go ahead in phases like today, where the crypto prices are going down and we're far, far away from, you know, all-time highs for many of these coins. And you can say, hey, I want to pick up my favorite coin because I'm building my dream portfolio, right? You have to see this long term. I don't think you can, I mean, you can get rich with crypto within 1 year if you're lucky, but you can definitely get rich in 4, 5, 6 years if you are consistent and if you're persistent and if you endure phases like that and don't give up right away, right? Crypto is not a get rich quick thing unless you're lucky again, but crypto is a life-changing industry and the fastest growing industry, right? I had a chat yesterday with Lex about the Strange Clan and how they're trying to hire blockchain developers. And there is an absolute insane premium on blockchain developers, right? Blockchain developers' salaries are much, much higher than the salaries of regular developers, right? So there's definitely something going on in crypto. It's here to stay. If you look at the technology and what it does, what DeFi does already today, imagine banks wake up, see this, build their own products and offer this to their own clients, then they will also adopt this technology, right? The technology is here to stay. And I have no doubt that we will see large projects succeed and keep kind of like innovating in that space. So that said, I hope you're not one of these people that waste so much time even discussing with others whether or not we're in a bear market. I see so many people just wasting their time having full-time jobs, having a family, just all they do in crypto is discuss, hey, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Are we in a bull market? And that's irrelevant. What's relevant is, what is your plan? What is your portfolio plan? Which coins are you convinced of? Why are you convinced of them, right? And then spend time in phases like this to look at GitHub activity, look at their dApps that are built on them, look at the real statistics, on-chain stuff, look at those things, and then say to yourself, is that really sustainable in the long term, or should I maybe change my game plan, right? And if it's sustainable, maybe now it's a good time to pick up more coins, to increase my coin count, to increase my holdings, right? Get into DeFi, put them to work for you, leverage, right? If you buy a coin that is 50% below all-time high, right? That's already a 2x upside potential for you to get to zero, right? If it's 80% below all-time high, that's already a 4x. So keep those things in mind. And if you do the math and do the numbers, like you can leverage your gains massively if you go up. And don't get too crazy also about the numbers in terms of euro dollar value that goes down in your portfolio, because those all unrealized gains, right? That's all vaporware. That's all just pure numbers, right? My portfolio went down a decent amount of 6 figures in the past few weeks, but I'm not really stressed because I know where this industry is headed. I've been around for 5 years now, and I've seen it. Back then we had real capitulation, and now we have some weak hands being shaken out, right? Can we go down from here? Of course we can go down. We can even see Bitcoin at 10K again, 20K again. Why not? You know, the price is just the equation of liquidity and supply and demand, right? People buying. So And if you look at some of the coins, there's not even too much liquidity on dexes or on exchanges, right? So it doesn't require like trillions to move the markets, right? So keep that in mind. Keep also the kind of like leverage manipulation and all these things, right? There's so much noise in crypto. And if you don't have too much time to spend to research about these things, the best thing is you can literally do is, like I said, getting back to building your dream portfolio, stick to your game plan, have goals, have targets, right? Have numbers that you want to hit, and don't waste time discussing whether or not we're in a bull or bear market. I hope that helps. I hope you can take some value out of this very different video today. But I thought I want to bring out this message and some lessons learned and some of the emotions that I had throughout the past few years in crypto, right? Obviously, 2020 and 2021 has been a very bullish year, a very, very life-changing year for many, including for myself. But I don't think that this has been this blow off top that we have seen in 2018 in the first week. So it doesn't mean also that it has to come anytime soon. But I don't think that this has been the all-time high for crypto ever, right? And I feel sometimes people are believing that, oh, this is not absolute peak. It will never get back there again. Or if not, they believe that this is the peak and we'll only get back there in the next 3-4 years, which honestly wouldn't even be bad, right? I mean, 3-4 years is very short term if you think about it, right? People, however, they want to get rich quick. They want to be rich now, today, yesterday. They don't want to wait. And that's exactly what gets them wrecked, is this impatience in the market and this wasting time with pointless conversations. So don't do that. Stick to your research, stick to your game plan. If all that is too much for you, then spend more time with your family, go out, get some fresh air, travel, do other things, right? But I don't think selling right now or FOMO panic selling is a great idea. I would rather do the opposite. So I hope that helps. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe wherever you are. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.